Hello, hello. This is Noelle Randall here, and you can get more information about me on my website at noellerandall.com. Today, we're going to talk about how to wholesale. So I'm going to give you a three-part video series. This is video one on wholesaling riches. Again, Noelle Randall here to talk to you and teach you on this. So let's first talk about wholesaling. What is wholesaling in real estate investing? Wholesaling is when you find a property below market value and you sell it, or you flip the contract, or you assign the contract to another real estate investor that's going to either flip the property or resell it or rent it out. But it's basically where you are a person that goes, you market, and you find properties for below market prices, and you get them to real estate investors who usually have the funds to either flip the property, or they are looking for properties that they would like to put tenants in and immediately just rent out, or fix them and then rent them out. And there's lots of strategies, but wholesaling is a great way to get started investing in real estate. And I want to talk to you really quickly about why. So let's before we begin and I tell you about wholesaling, let's talk about why wholesaling is so awesome. So I know many of you are very familiar with the TV shows that are out there with fix and flip and flipping. And the bottom line to it is those properties are usually, in order to have a successful flip, you have to get the property at a below market value, fix the property up by adding value to it, and then resell it for a profit. That's basically what flipping is. So as a wholesaler, you're the person that just markets and markets and markets. You put out sign, and we'll go through in the next video. I'll tell you about some great ways to market and find properties, and that you can sell the contract or assign the contract to an investor and make a profit. So I'll give you a quick example. When I first started in investing in real estate and, doing it kind of the right way, once I had a mentor and he kind of taught me some things, he taught me a very low cost way to start wholesaling properties and start making profits. And that first year that I did about one deal per month. And it was about $5,000 per month that I made for about $60,000. Now, mind you, I did this while working a full-time job. How many of you would like to wholesale properties and get an extra $60,000 a year while still working to pay off some debts, go on vacation, take care of some bills, just whatever it is that you want to? This is a great way. Wholesaling it is a great way to get started. And it's a way that a lot of newbie investors kind of get started in the business, and then they go to more advanced strategies, which of course I can talk to you though about and teach you more on. So let's start though with just wholesaling. So one of the great ways to begin wholesaling that I did was through Bandit Signs. And that is where you put out signs. I know you guys have seen them that say, "We buy houses for cash," or "We buy ugly houses," or, you can put your name and get creative with it and say, "Noelle buys houses for cash." And you put your phone number. The main focus of the sign should be your phone number. And then when people call you, they're going to be motivated sellers that are usually behind on their payments, or someone died, or they inherited the house. Again, I'll actually make another video and we'll go into that a little bit more detail, but you're finding the houses below market value. So you put the signs out, people call you on those signs, you get it under contract, and you write the contract and or assigns, and we'll talk about that in the next video. In the third video, actually, I'll tell you exactly how to do that. You write and or assigns, they sign the contract, and then you take that to a real estate investor, and you'll have a whole list, and we'll talk about how to get a list. But there's lots of people. I'm a real estate investor. If you had a property that was below market value, I'd surely be interested in it. And you can reach me at noellerandall.com. And you take basically, so for example, you found a seller and they offered, you got it under contract for $100,000. You could flip the contract, wholesale it to an investor for like $105,000, $110,000, $115,000, and all of that is your profit. That's your fee. So for example, on the low end, you might just do $5,000, which is what I did in the beginning. I did it on the low end. And so what I would do is put out signs in the example that I gave you, get the contract, get the seller to sign a contract and say they'll sell it to me for $100,000. I do it as an assignment. I'll tell you about how to do it with an option fee, and you get them to sign it. And then you go to your real estate investor or your coach or your mentor, and you assign it to them for $105,000. The difference between what you got it under contract for and what you get it to the investor for that's going to flip it or rent it or whatever they're going to do with it is all your profit. Okay, so in this example, 100,000, 105,000, then they flip it. The house is probably worth, 180, 200, whatever that is, that's their money, and they're going to be taking more of a risk. That's why the investor is going to get more money than you did, but you'll walk away when they close on it with a cool $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000. So it's a very simple process. And I'll show you really quickly one of the signs. I still kind of do this every now and then. I've been teaching it a little bit more to some of my students. So I actually went out and got some signs printed up, and I've been putting them out, and my students get those leads and we go through them. So I'll quickly show you a bandit sign. This is just one technique to get properties under contract at a low price. I'm going to hold up and I'm going to put my hand over the phone number. But here is just an example of the sign. It just says, we'll buy houses. We buy houses. Any condition, any situation, call now. And then under that is my phone number, which I'll tell you how to do that. You want to use like a Google number. I actually use Grasshopper, and I'll talk to you how to get a Grasshopper number, what you put on the voicemail so that people do leave a message in case you don't get the call, and what you should say when they do call. That's very important too. But here's the full sign. Again, crossing out my number because you don't need my phone number. I don't need any of you guys calling me. And then at the bottom, it just says cash, fast, quick closing, because I get this really quickly. When you're wholesaling, you're going to immediately, as soon as you get it under contract, you're going to blast it out to people. And you can blast it out to people you can blast it out to Craigslist. There's lots of things that you can do with it, and you can quickly get paid. So wholesaling is a quick way to get money investing in real estate, and it's really easy. So hopefully you got that information. You can make signs yourself. Again, you can just hand write them. You get a big Sharpie. I can show you and actually have a video that I'll show you how to make them yourselves. I know you've seen the handwritten ones. You just get a big marker here. We buy houses cash. Your phone number should be the main focus point on the sign. Fast closing, quick cash, close in 24 hours, something like that to get them to call you. And that's that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. This is just video 1. I have 2 more videos for you where I'll tell you exactly how many signs, where you should put them, and we'll go over some more information with wholesaling and how to make some quick cash wholesaling today. I show people how to do this all the time. If you want more information, please go to 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝐿𝗀𝗋𝗋.com. But this is a strategy where you can start getting paid investing in real estate in less than 30 days. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in video number 2. Thanks, guys.